Welcome to my latest video where we're exploring the best places to visit in June, highlighting must-see June travel destinations perfect for sunshine, culture, and adventure. From the crystal-clear waters of Santorini and the dramatic cliffs of the Amalfi coast, to the vibrant streets of Seoul and the wild beauty of Iceland, we're covering top picks to make your early summer trip unforgettable. Whether you're chasing coastal charm in Dubrovnik, hiking the trails of Banff, or soaking up the magic of Kyoto in bloom, there's something here for every kind of traveler. Don't forget to subscribe for more travel guides, hidden gems, and inspiration for your next journey. If you're dreaming of a tropical escape with white sand beaches and crystal clear waters, Zanzibar in June is a true paradise. It's the beginning of the dry season, so you'll get sunny days, warm ocean breezes, and the perfect conditions for snorkeling over vibrant coral reefs. Don't miss the cultural experience of exploring Stone Town's spice markets and winding alleys, then wind down with a sunset dinner on the beach at one of the chilled-out local resorts. Kyoto in June is a magical blend of peaceful temples, lush green scenery, and the beauty of blooming hydrangeas in full color. The gentle rains of early summer make everything feel calm and quiet, and the gardens look absolutely alive with fresh greens and blues. I recommend visiting temples like Sanzanin or Mimiroto-ji for that dreamy, misty atmosphere, and ending your day with matcha and sweets at a traditional tea house in Jayan. The Amalfi coast in June is sun-drenched and full of life, but still just before the peak summer rush, ideal for scenic drives, cliffside towns, and limoncello by the sea. Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello are picture-perfect, and the beaches are warm enough for swimming without the summer crowds. I suggest taking a boat ride along the coast or to Capri, and treating yourself to a seafood lunch with views that honestly feel unreal. Lisbon in June is bursting with color, music, and local charm, especially during the Festas de Lisboa, a month-long street festival filled with food, dancing, and sardines grilling on every corner. The weather is perfect for wandering its cobbled streets and riding the yellow trams up and down the hills. Spend your days exploring neighborhoods like Alfama and Bairro Alto, and in the evening, head to a rooftop bar for drinks with a sunset view over the Tagus River. June is the beginning of winter in Cape Town, which means cooler weather, fewer crowds, and some of the most dramatic coastal scenery you'll ever see. It's also prime time for whale watching along the coast and hiking trails like Lion's Head or Table Mountain in peace and quiet. I recommend renting a car for a drive down to Cape Point, then warming up with a glass of red in the vineyards of Stellenbosch just outside the city. Prague in June is like stepping into a fairy tale, with its warm weather, blooming gardens, and golden hour light glowing off the castle spires and cobbled lanes. It's a fantastic time to stroll along the Charles Bridge early in the morning, before the city fully wakes up. Make sure to try local street food in the squares, and if you're into music or culture, there are plenty of festivals and performances happening this time of year. Bali in June is pure bliss. It's the dry season, so you get sunshine, low humidity, and that perfect balance between chill and adventure. Whether you're surfing in Canggu, meditating in Ubud, or chasing waterfalls in the north, the whole island is in top form. I recommend staying in a mix of jungle and beach spots, renting a scooter to explore local temples, and ending your days with a sunset coconut by the sea. Dubrovnik in June is that sweet spot where the Mediterranean is warm enough for a swim and the old town isn't yet packed wall-to-wall with tourists. You can walk the city walls with gorgeous views of terracotta rooftops and the deep blue Adriatic, and even spot filming locations from Game of Thrones if you're a fan. For a local touch, take a boat to Lokrum Island or watch the sunset with a glass of Croatian wine from a cliffside bar. June marks the start of winter in Queenstown, which means snowy peaks, fresh mountain air, and world-class skiing or snowboarding if that's your vibe. The town has a cozy alpine feel with fireside cafes, but there's also adventure around every corner, from bungee jumping to helitours. I recommend taking a scenic cruise on Lake Wakatipu or a drive to Glenorchy, then wrapping up your day in a hot pool with mountain views. June in Petra is warm, but if you start early in the morning or visit in the evening, the light and atmosphere are absolutely magical. Walking through the narrow Seek and seeing the treasury appear before you is one of the most awe-inspiring experiences you can have. Don't miss the chance to explore the monastery and royal tombs, and if you're up for it, check out Petra by night for a candlelit walk under the stars. Maui in June is tropical perfection, with sunny skies, calm waters, and fewer crowds than in July, making it the perfect time to explore both beaches and lush inland trails. You can snorkel with sea turtles at Molokini Crater in the morning and then chase waterfalls along the road to Hana in the afternoon. I recommend waking up early for a sunrise at Haleakal. It's a surreal, otherworldly moment that will stay with you forever. June is one of the best times to visit Cusco and Machu Picchu, with dry, sunny weather perfect for hiking the Inca Trail or exploring the Sacred Valley's ancient ruins and colorful markets. The city of Cusco comes alive with the Inti Raymi Festival, a vibrant celebration of the Incan sun god, featuring traditional costumes, parades, and ceremonies that take you straight into the heart of Andean culture. I highly recommend arriving in Cusco a few days early to acclimate to the altitude, then either hiking the Inca Trail or taking the scenic train to Machu Picchu at sunrise. It's one of the most breathtaking and spiritual travel experiences you'll ever have. Barcelona in June is full of energy, music, and sun, with beach days and city life blending together in the best way possible. You can spend the morning marveling at Gaudi's Sagrada Familia, grab some tapas and sangria in the Gothic Quarter, and then catch sunset from a rooftop bar or the Bunkers del Carmel. I suggest checking out a summer festival like Sona or simply wandering through the colorful markets and leafy parks. There's something happening on every corner. June in Seoul offers warm, vibrant days perfect for exploring palaces, food markets, and riverside hangouts before the monsoon season hits in July. The city mixes tradition and modern cool so well, you can visit Gyeongbokgung Palace in the morning and shop trendy boutiques in Hongdae or Garasujal in the afternoon. I recommend timing your visit with one of the many early summer festivals, and don't skip a late-night feast of Korean barbecue and street snacks. Luang Prabang in early June is calm and spiritual, with just a hint of the rainy season starting to cool down the days and refresh the greenery. The golden temples and French colonial architecture glow against the lush hills and peaceful riverbanks. I suggest waking up early to witness the almsgiving ceremony, then cooling off at Kwangsai Falls, where turquoise pools and jungle vibes feel like something straight out of a dream. The Seychelles in June offer breezy, dry weather and crystal clear waters perfect for diving, island hopping, or just floating under a palm tree with zero stress. The beaches are beyond stunning, think powder white sand, granite boulders, and that unreal turquoise sea. I recommend exploring a mix of islands like May, Praslin, and Ladakh for a balance of adventure, nature, and total luxury. Hoi An is warm and full of color in June, with just enough sunshine to enjoy the beaches and old town before the summer rains roll in. Lanterns light up the streets each evening, and there's something timeless about riding a bike through rice fields and ancient alleys. I highly suggest taking a cooking class, getting something custom tailored, and dining riverside as traditional music drifts through the warm air. Bergen in June is fresh, green, and buzzing with local life, with long daylight hours and a good chance of sunshine between classic misty moments. The harbour, lined with colourful wooden houses, is postcard perfect, and the surrounding fjords and mountains are easily accessible for hikes or boat tours. I recommend riding the Flibben funicular for incredible views, then grabbing a cinnamon bun and coffee at a cozy cafe by the waterfront. Kotor in June is peaceful, warm, and just beginning to come alive with summer energy, without the massive crowds of July and August. The old town feels like a medieval movie set, and climbing the fortress stairs rewards you with panoramic views of the fjord-like bay. I suggest renting a kayak to explore the coastline or hopping on a boat to visit nearby Perast and its charming little islands. Lake Bled in June is straight out of a fairy tale, with emerald green water, a church on an island, and a castle perched on a cliff overlooking it all. The days are warm and perfect for rowing, hiking, or simply picnicking by the shore with a slice of the famous Bled cream cake. I recommend walking or cycling the full loop around the lake, and if you're up for it, hiking up to Ostrika for the most iconic panoramic view. Puglia in June is bathed in golden sunlight, with olive groves, whitewashed villages, and calm beaches along the Adriatic that are still relatively uncrowded. The The region feels rustic and authentic, with delicious food, charming towns like Alberobello and Ostuni, and coastal gems like Polignano and Mare waiting to be explored. I highly recommend renting a car to road trip between hill towns, stopping for local wine, burrata, and sea views along the way. Ladakh opens up in June after a long winter, with roads cleared and dramatic Himalayan landscapes ready for exploration, from desert valleys to turquoise lakes. The high altitude gives you crystal clear skies, while ancient monasteries and mountain passes like Kardung La make the journey feel spiritual and epic at the same time. I suggest taking it slow to acclimate, and spending time at Pangong Lake or Nubra Valley for otherworldly views you'll never forget. Tallinn in June is a hidden gem of the Baltics, with long daylight hours, mild weather, and a medieval old town that feels like something straight out of a fantasy novel. The cobbled streets, colorful facades, and hilltop views are perfect for slow exploration, and there's a vibrant mix of old-world charm and cool, modern cafes and galleries. I recommend visiting during one of the many local festivals and walking the city walls in the golden light of the late evening. Santorini in June offers that iconic Greek island experience, white buildings, blue domes, and sunsets that truly live up to the hype, without the peak season crowds of July and August. The weather is warm and dry, ideal for swimming, sailing, and exploring picturesque towns like Ia and Fira. I suggest booking a sunset catamaran cruise and hiking the trail between Fira and Ia for sweeping cliffside views of the caldera. Banff in June is a stunning alpine escape, with turquoise lakes finely thawed, wildflowers blooming, and hiking trails coming to life across the Canadian Rockies. Lake Louise and Moraine Lake look unreal this time of year, surrounded by snow-dusted peaks and mirrored reflections. I recommend renting a car to drive the Icefields Parkway, stopping for waterfalls, glacier, and wildlife along the way. It's an unforgettable adventure. Iceland in June is a land of long days, with the midnight sun giving you nearly 24 hours to explore volcanoes, waterfalls, and surreal landscapes at your own pace. The weather is mild and the roads are open, so you can take on epic road trips like the Ring Road or Golden Circle without worry. I suggest soaking in a geothermal hot spring after a day of exploring lava fields and black sand beaches. It's the perfect mix of wild and relaxing. Stockholm in June is vibrant, green, and alive with early summer energy, especially during the Midsummer Festival, when locals gather to celebrate with flowers, food, and dancing. The city itself is a beautiful blend of islands, bridges, and waterfront promenades, all easily explored by bike or boat. I recommend grabbing a fika, Swedish coffee break, in Gamla Stan, then heading out to the archipelago for a peaceful escape on the water. Tbilisi in June is full of warm evenings, blooming courtyards, and a creative, off-the-beaten-path energy that makes the city incredibly fun to explore. Its mix of ancient architecture, Soviet relics, and trendy wine bars creates a unique vibe you won't find anywhere else. I suggest wandering through the old town, riding the cable car for panoramic views, and tasting local wine and khinkali. You'll fall in love with the culture and hospitality. June is one of the best times to visit Yosemite, when the waterfalls are at full power, wildflowers are blooming, and the valley is lush and full of life. You can hike iconic trails like Mist Trail to Vernal and Nevada Falls or enjoy peaceful sunrise views of Half Dome from Glacier Point. I recommend staying inside the park if possible and waking up early to enjoy the scenery before the day visitors arrive. It's truly worth the early mornings. Interlaken in June is an outdoor adventure hub, surrounded by snow-capped peaks, turquoise lakes, and endless opportunities for hiking, paragliding, and mountain sports. The green meadows are dotted with wildflowers, and nearby towns like Lauterbrunnen and Grindelwald make for stunning day trips. I highly recommend taking a train up to Jungfraujoch, the top of Europe, or going on a scenic hike around Lake Brienz for jaw-dropping alpine beauty. Thanks for exploring these incredible June travel destinations with me. I hope this video gave you some fresh inspiration for your next adventure. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video, and of course, subscribe to my channel for more travel tips and destination guides coming soon. And if you need more info or have questions about any of the places I mentioned, feel free to drop a comment below. I'm always happy to help.